Brought to you by the EveryDollar app. Start budgeting for free today.
All right, today's question comes from Marie in Arizona. Marie writes, my husband charges me 41% of my pay for rent and utilities.
Huh? What?
Wow.
Lovely fella.
I think we can stop right there.
I do too. Wow.
I
Do you want me to read the
Ken,
rest?
no, you and I are friends. We hang out.
We do.
You know how rare it is that I'm speechless. And I'm just trying to think of what it would be like if I sat down with my wife and said, I've done the math. You owe me. Anyway, I work 30 hours a week and only make $35,000. There's so much wrong here. We went through FPU, so I have been debt-free for years, but my husband has never really been debt-free. You didn't go through FPU. I used about $80,000 to pay my husband's debts to help him be debt-free several times over the past 7 years, but he doesn't stay debt-free. He even racked up $14,000 behind my back. I refuse to pay the debt off after that. I don't have the money to help him, nor do I want to. We keep our money separate now till he cleans up his debt and learns to handle money. It's hard for me to save money when I'm paying him that much of what I make, but he said if I had to go rent an apartment, I would pay that much or more. Oh, geez, or more. I feel stuck. Wow.
This guy needs the wiffle ball bat treatment.
Yeah, there's very rare.
Smack him around a little bit.
Jeez, this whole thing is a wreck. Marie, if I was you, or you were my sister, or you were my close friend, I would tell you to head directly to a marriage counselor or a therapist by yourself, not a marriage counselor, because he's not going to go. Because you're married to a 7-year-old who has access to adult toys and adult financial institutions. And I would ask, how do I begin to separate myself from this marriage? Because this is somebody who has cheated on you over and over and over and over again. Over and over again. And there's no way this doesn't just keep happening. And so you're right. If you have to go rent an apartment, you'd pay that much more anyway. Cool. Then that's what I'm going to go do. And it's very, very rare that I tell somebody that, but this is somebody that I guarantee you, I'd be willing to, I don't have a lot, but I'd be willing to bet what I got that this isn't the only thing that he is cheating on you. This is not the only way he's cheating on you. I can
Does this feel abusive to you?
Yeah, 100%. This kind of behavior doesn't happen if there's not an alcohol issue, if there's not a drug issue, if there's not somebody on the side issue, if there's not some emotional, psychological abuse. This is a wreck.
Yeah.
This doesn't happen in a vacuum like this. No. And so just the language you're using tells me you have had to separate yourself from this marriage while being stuck inside of it to keep yourself safe and keep yourself fed and keep yourself housed. And it's time for you to be able to breathe and to walk in your own home and drop your shoulders instead of tensing up even more. So I'd go sit with a professional and begin to ask that question. And if he comes around and says, oh, she's serious, then good on y'all. I always love a last second. Everybody decides we're going to be grown-ups, but Marie, you're an abusive mess here, and it's time to go sit with a professional ASAP.
John, I'm not a fan of separation, certainly not divorce. I know there are cases where it needs to happen. This one feels like I'm glad you told her to go see a therapist. My question, putting you on the spot, is yes, for her. But I would tell her, tell me if I'm wrong, push back here. Mm-hmm. I'd tell her in the course of doing that to go ahead and separate for the point of there's no longer going to be you paying him 41% of your pay for rent and utilities. We're going to separate until he gets a whiff of reality.
Yeah, so
because this is crushing her.
That's right.
They're already living separately. Do you have a problem with that?
No, in fact,
that feels like he needs a wake up call.
A 30-day separation, just to let the smoke clear, is often really good. Okay. And when you do that, you want to have, for lack of better terms, a contract. Here's when I'm coming back. Here's where we're going to meet for lunch to talk after 30 days. But yeah, this guy's living a delusional life that she has continued to duct tape together for him so that he can keep flexing and walking around Arizona as though he runs stuff. It's time for her to get out of this because this kind of crap escalates and it just gets worse and worse. So
it's tough.
I hate this for you, Marie.
Create your free EveryDollar budget today, the simplest way to budget for your life.